Hey, welcome to Reverse Education. Today we're looking at modeling single-step equations dealing with addition and subtraction. So let's go. The school district reported that there's 750 less students this year than last year. This year there's 2,125 students enrolled in the school district. Use an equation to determine how many students that were enrolled last year. Okay, well, let's first break down the information that we do know. And we also are working with an equation, so we probably need a variable in here somewhere. That variable is just a number that we're trying to figure out. In this case, it's the number of students that there were last year. I'm going to use S. You could use L, Y, N, X, P, L, M, J, K. It really doesn't matter what you use. They're all going to represent the same thing, which is the number of students that there were last year. Okay? We also know that the students had a decrease of 750 from last year. At least the amount of students decreased by 750. And we also know that this year there's 2,125 students in the district. Okay, let's model this out first to kind of get a visual of what's going on here. We have the number of students in the district last year. We don't know what that is, but we do know that it's 750 less. And we also know that this year there are 2,125 students. Okay? So if we take those two values that we know now, because those two values will create the value from last year, the amount of students from last year, so we can add those together and we get 2,875 students. Kind of nice to see that visual. But let's look at this more algebraically. Let's actually write an equation now. So over here, we have the amount of students that we need, or, oh my gosh, amount of students from last year, and we're going to reduce that by 750 to get 2,125. Well, we have an equal sign. That means that both sides are the same. That means that left side, that S minus 750, is the same as 2,125. But on the left side, we're trying to figure out what that S is. So it means we got to get the S by itself. That means we need to get rid of that minus 750. And we do that by doing the inverse operation, the opposite operation. So the opposite of subtract is to add. So I'm going to add 750. But because this is an equation, and the equation means that both sides at equal sign are the same, if I do something to one side, I got to do the exact same thing to the other side. So if I'm adding 750 to the left side, I'm going to add 750 to the right side because both sides are the same. So negative 750 plus 750 is 0. Get that another time. We got 2,125 plus 750 is 2,875. So then let's rewrite what we know. On the left side, all we have left over is the S, and the right side we have that 2,875. So S is 2,875. And that's what we're trying to figure out. So we've seen two different ways now. We have this model up top. It's kind of like an algebra tile model. And then we have our algebraic reasoning over here. So we can say now that the school district had 2,875 students last year. Let's go look at another example. But before we do, if you just want to see how do we solve equations, then go watch our solving single step equations videos. Okay? All right, let's get on to our next example. Currently, I have saved $850 for a car, but the car I want is $4,500. Use an equation to calculate the additional amount of money I need in order to save to buy this car. Okay, well, we know that we have the amount of money that needs what we're trying to find. So I'll use M for the amount of money that I need. I could use D for dollars, N for need, X, L, J, K, A, B, C, D, G. Doesn't really matter. It's all represent the same thing, which is the amount of money that I need. We also know that I already have $850. And we know that the car is going to cost $4,500. Okay. Now let's do our model. The total amount is $4,500. We know that I already have $850 and that I need M amount of money or whatever variable that you're using. Okay. Let's see. To figure out that amount of money that I need, I can take that $850 and just kind of take that part away from the 4,500, I'm left with $3,650. I did 4,500 minus 850 to get me the 3,650. Okay, that works. Now let's go look at this more algebraically. I have 850 plus some number equals 4,500. And again, I'm trying to get that in by itself, so I need to get rid of that 800. So I'm going to just subtract 800. 800 minus 800 is 0, right? But again, we're working with an equation here, and the equation means that both sides are the same. So what I do to one side, I gotta do the same thing to the other side, because they're the same. So subtract 850 from both sides. Like I said, we got 0 over here. Then 4,500 minus 850 is 3,650. So let's rewrite what we have now, which is m on the left side. It's positive m, I know, because it was plus m, so positive m equals 3,650. So now I can say that I would just save an additional $3,650 in order to buy the car that I want. So if you enjoyed the example or want to see more things like this, more videos, more walkthroughs, or anything else that we're going on with Mirrorverse Education, then visit us at mirrorverseed.com. I thank you for watching. Have a great day. Adios.